This is one of the most iconic images from the 1992 film The Last of the Mohicans, where the title character Chingachgook prepares to deliver a killing blow to his enemy Magua with a Gunstock war club, a weapon that was unique to the American frontier. So what is a Gunstock war club? According to the 2001 book Native American Weapons, Gunstock clubs, so called because they were carved in the form of a European gunstock, were popular and widely used in the woodland area. Generally some 30 inches or 75 centimeters or more in length, they usually differed from the earlier styles of sword-type club by having a knife blade of flint, horn, or iron set into the upper end. The stock itself was often decorated with engravings or brass-headed tacks. Because the club is shaped like a musket, as Chingachgook travels with the weapon on his back, you might have thought it was just another long gun, until you saw him use it in battle. You're welcome, Lieutenant. And by the way, whatever happened to this wounded soldier who they left behind? Apparently the weapon was added for the film, because the 1826 novel describes Chingachgook like this. His body, which was nearly naked, presented a terrific emblem of death, drawn in intermingled colors of white and black. His closely shaved head, on which no other hair than the well-known and chivalrous scalping tuft was preserved, was without ornament of any kind, with the exception of a solitary eagle's plume that crossed his crown and depended over the left shoulder. A tomahawk and scalping knife of English manufacture were in his girdle, while a short military rifle, of that sort which the policy of the whites armed their savage allies, lay carelessly across his bare and sinewy knee. The expanded chest, full-formed limbs, and grave countenance of this warrior would denote that he had reached the vigor of his days, though no symptoms of decay appeared to have yet weakened his manhood. Now that we know a little about the history of the Gunstock War Club and the man who used it, let's look at a historical image from 1870 showing the weapon in action. The image is titled, Montcalm Trying to Stop the Massacre. At the United States Library of Congress, the summary reads, Montcalm trying to stop Native Americans from attacking British soldiers and civilians as they leave Fort William McHenry. This battle in the French and Indian War was featured in The Last of the Mohicans. After British Lieutenant Colonel Monroe surrendered Fort William Henry to French General Montcalm. In the film, when the British column is ambushed, first blood goes to a Huron warrior with a Gunstock war club. Surprise! As the battle escalates with muskets, tomahawks, and war clubs, British Captain Beams takes a hit to the face. And more hits after that. But it's good to know that Chingachgook used his weapon to defend his family, before they ran past another Huron with a Gunstock war club. Alice Munro almost loses her life to one of these weapons, before her sister Cora saves her. Hawkeye runs in to save Cora, but first he has to win a couple of duels, which of course he does. The Huron warrior goes for the finish with the war club's knife blade. Cora sees her rescuer first, and surprise! The engraving from 1870 shows a warrior using a Gunstock war club against a British soldier. And so the end of the massacre leads to the fictional chase up the cliffside. Now let's talk about the surgical precision Chingachgook deployed against his opponents, holding the war club out for balance while firing a musket with the right hand, bashing the handle into a face while rushing forward. Here it comes, boys. Another balancing move while delivering a knife to the guts. And finally, a dodge roll and a strike to the lower back, intercepting the striking arm and breaking the right elbow. A side strike to break the left elbow. A two-handed downward strike, breaking the left shoulder. Now he has time to confirm his target is disabled, and delivers a spinning side strike with a knife blade to the guts. Well done, sir, well done. Get off my war club. And we're sorry for your loss. I give the filmmakers a lot of credit for adding that final combat, because in the original novel from 1826, after the tragic fight between Uncas and Magua, Hawkeye finished him off with a Pennsylvania long rifle. Actor Russell Means got a chance to reuse these fighting skills in the 1997 film The Song of Hiawatha, even though it was the title character Hiawatha who used a Gunstock war club, which we'll talk about in another video. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and see the links in the description below to watch and read The Last of the Mohicans.